All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now bringing to you the Keto Crate unboxing for this month. So this just came in, we just picked it up. And so Keto Crate sends out these monthly keto boxes filled with all kinds of goodies and stuff in there, samples from all kinds of producers that claim to be keto. Some are, some maybe not. So, what do we got this month?
Stuff.
Success
stories and a couple of recipes and blurb.
All right.
Okay, we have Lenny and Larry's Keto Cookie. Do you want to check out the ingredients on that one?
So I've actually seen these at some of the truck stops, and I kind of took a gander at them. They generally have, like, they had claimed to have the healthy cookie. I'm trying to clear the ingredients thing here and nutritional profile. So in this cookie, we have 15 grams of fat, no cholesterol, 130 grams of sodium, and for this cookie, it has 15 grams of carbohydrate, which is pretty steep for a keto diet. 5 of it's dietary fiber, and we get 2 grams from sugars, including 1 gram of added sugars and 7 grams of sugar alcohol. So they're trying to get a little tricky, I guess, with the labels here. So we have a grain-free flour blend. They're using lupin flour, which is, if I believe correctly, lupin is a type of nut also that is high fat. No gluten or anything in that. Almond flour. They're using organic erythritol, almond butter, pea protein, coconut oil, palm fruit oil, chicory root fiber, vegetable glycerin, semi-sweet chocolate chips. And in the chocolate chips, they have sugar, chocolate liqueur, and cocoa butter. So there's sugar in the chocolate chips. Honestly, if I'm trying to stay keto, there's also a bunch of other typical, either sunflower lecithin and things like that, xanthan gum. If I'm trying to stay keto, this may not be the best option. It might be a better option than some of the other stuff out there, but if you're trying to stay keto, this is pretty high in carbs for a keto diet as far as the ratios go.
Okay, so next in the box we have Kiss My Keto's pumpkin seed and sea salt dark chocolate, no added sugar, sweetened with stevia, infused with MCT. It's 65% cocoa, 10% MCTs, and it says it has 13 grams of fat, 1 gram of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar per serving, and a serving is 1/3 of this bar. So 1/3 of this bar has 12 grams of total carbs. 1/3, 12 grams of total carbs, which is 7 grams of dietary fiber and 4 grams of erythritol, and if my math is correct, that does not come to 12. Okay, 2 grams of protein and 13 grams of total fat. So there's that. Ingredients: unsweetened chocolate, inulin, erythritol, cocoa butter, pumpkin seeds, MCTs, contains 2% or less of salt, natural vanilla flavor, stevia, glycosides, sodium caseinate, sunflower lecithin. So yeah, so if you're doing total carbs, if you ate that whole bar, you'd be at 36 total carbs for the day. If you ate 1/3 of this, you'd be at 12. So for a lot of people, that is going to be a no-no for you. But the ingredients are pretty darn clean, so depending on where you are, that might be a thing.
Yeah, in general, I kind of like a lot of Kiss My Keto products, but I hate it when they screw around with the serving sizes like that, you know, because most of us are going to eat the entire thing if we open it. All right, so right here we have Fat Bar, caramel and sea salt. For this bar, it has 2 grams of net carbs, And it says non-GMO and 0 added sweeteners. So that's pretty interesting. So for nutrition facts, serving size 1 bar. Thank you. I appreciate when they do that. We have 141 calories. Total fat is 11 grams. Saturated fat 1 gram. No trans fat. 0.15% on cholesterol. So your total carb. This little bar has 12 grams of total carbs. 4% is dietary fiber, so it's 10 grams of dietary fiber. And total sugar is 1.6 grams. So I'm not sure how they got the no added sweeteners with the added sugars there. And it also has 2.7 grams of protein and 100 milligrams of potassium. There's a little calcium and iron in there as well. So let's look at the ingredients. So we have chicory extract, almonds, macadamia nuts, pecan nuts, water, inulin, natural flavoring, contains tree nuts. So traces of other nuts, tree nuts, seeds with it. Milk, soy, and cereals containing gluten and or wheat. So if you're doing a really clean keto diet and you're trying to stay away from gluten or wheat, this may contain gluten or wheat, which means they're not taking the time in their factory to really keep a clean process, and it may be contaminated. So you need to be careful, especially with gluten sensitivity. I'd probably avoid this. For me, I mean, there's a lot of clean ingredients in here, but the gluten's just not worth it to me.
Okay, next up is something called ketosis cups. We are going to do a separate review on each product. This is just to show you what's in the crate. This is called ketosis cups, so I'm interested to try those. These are almond espresso chocolate keto cups. 2 grams of net carbs. I assume that's per serving, and there's 2 cups, so 2 servings. So if you ate both of these, you would be getting 15 grams of fat, 9 grams of total carbs, of which 2 grams is dietary fiber and 5 grams is sugar alcohol, 2 grams of protein. That's if you ate both of them. And then the ingredients: cocoa butter, almond butter, erythritol, steviol glycosides, which is just stevia, almonds, cocoa powder, coffee bean, salt. Super, 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 super clean. Super clean. I'm excited to taste these when we do the review. Love is in the air, and it smells like coffee.
Out of all the sweets that we've reviewed so far, I think that would be probably the one I would go to a little bit more for a treat. All right, so we got pecans, one of my favorites. We got sea salt, all natural roasted pecans, no added sugar. And pecans, you know, they're nuts, so they're gonna have some carbs in there, mainly fiber. And it's just pecans, peanut oil, and sea salt. Now, for peanut oil can be a little inflammatory, but it, you know, not too bad. So yeah, I'd probably snack on these.
What's the serving size? What do they say the serving size is? 4.
About 4 servings per container. So they say 14 pieces per container, which honestly to me, I'd end up eating the entire bag probably.
But they're clean and good.
Yep.
Okay, next up we have the Ketology Keto Bar, chocolate almond butter. And it looks from the front like that's got 14 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 17 grams of fat, 3 grams of net carbs. So let's have a look. Eat, drink, think, thrive. Cute. So the ingredients are protein blend, which is whey protein isolate, collagen hydrolysate, milk protein isolate, chicory fiber, almonds, cocoa butter, alkalized cocoa, cashew butter, coconut oil, natural flavors, sunflower lecithin, milled flax, sea salt, stevia extract, monk fruit extract. So other than the kind of the whey protein and the milk protein isolate, which can always be a bit dodgy because there's so many different sources, this is pretty clean. Chicory fiber, I'm kind of on the fence about that, but this is a pretty clean product. Let's have a look.
The one
Total
good-
fat 17. Total carb is 14 grams. So if you're doing total carb, this probably is not for you. Fiber 11 grams. Total sugars 2, including 1 gram of added sugar. And then 14 grams of protein. So total carbs, not for you, unless you're just doing carnivore plus this, that would work. But otherwise, if you're doing net carbs from the ingredients and the macros, that would work.
Yeah. Or if you're an endurance athlete, that might give you some energy. So we got nacho cheddar flavored chicharrones. We all love good pork rinds. So according to this, the serving size per container is about 4. You need to get 4 servings out of that.
That would probably only be 1 serving for me, let alone you.
Yeah. So total grams of fat, 5 grams. Let's see here. 0 carbohydrates, which is good. 0 sugars, and 8 grams of protein. Now for the ingredients, when you get flavored pork rinds, that could be a little dodgy sometimes on the ingredients, so let's find that out. So we got pork rinds cooked in pork fat, that's awesome. Cheese powder, whey, cheddar cheese, pasteurized milk, cheese cultured, sunflower oil, disodium phosphate, iodized yeast extract, annatto and turmeric extracts, lactic acid, citric acid, analyzed yeast, garlic powder, salt, and dehydrated garlic and spices. These ingredients are fairly clean. You know, the sunflower oil is if it's cold expeller pressed, it's good. And a lot of these are natural ingredients to make the flavor. So these are pretty good. I'd mac down. I'd make these a nice snack.
Okay, the IQ bar, and this is a peanut butter chip. Apparently, it's got 6 cat alert. Apparently, it's got 6 brain nutrients, 11 grams of plant protein, less than 1 gram of total sugars, 4 grams of total net carbs. It is soy-free, dairy-free, kosher, gluten-free, non-GMO. So let's look at the details. Oh my goodness. It's got lion's mane, MCTs, omega-3s, flavonoids, vitamin E, and choline, which are your brain nutrients. So let's have a look. Serving size is 1. Fat 9 grams. Total carbs. Oh, if you're a total carber, this is a total no-no because there's 19 grams of total carbs here. Fiber is 9 grams. Total sugars less than 1. Added sugars none. Sugar alcohol none. So really, oh wait, that math doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, it looks like net carb. They say the total net carbs is 4, but I can't make that math work. Total carbs, absolutely not, unless all you've had to eat is steak in one of these. Protein 11 grams. Oh, and the first ingredient, which the ingredients are listed in quantity order. So the first ingredient is soluble tapioca fiber, and of course tapioca is a grain. So almonds, peanuts, protein crisps, which are made of pea protein, pea starch, rice flour, pea protein, allulose, chocolate chips made from chocolate allulose cocoa butter, gum acacia, peanut flour, water, flax seeds, coconut oil, sea salt, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, stevia plant extract, lines, blah, 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 blah. I'm going with no on this.
Yeah, I'm going with no too. And with the keto crates, oftentimes you'll find things that are just not really keto. We got some whisks. Most of us are probably familiar with these. So basically a baked cheese, 2 servings per container. And honestly, that's 1 serving for me. Let's see here. Total grams of fat, 10 grams. Cholesterol, 30 milligrams. Sodium. Okay, we're looking at carbohydrates. We have 1 gram of carbohydrates, 2 grams per container. So 2 grams of carbohydrates for the total container. 0 sugar, 0 fiber, It got about 13 grams of protein per serving, 27 grams per container. And ingredients: Parmesan cheese, part skim cow's milk, cheese culture, sea salt, enzymes. Very clean.
Boom!
This is definitely keto. I would definitely mac down and have mac down on a bunch of those before.
You know what I love about this? And there was another one that had it. I forget which one it was. Maybe the chocolate bar, the Kiss My Keto. They're now having, and these were, no, the Kiss My Keto. I think that one had it too. Yes. So now, and the government is telling everybody that they have to do this, but Wisps and Kiss My Keto are actually already, if you look at the labels, they've now split it in two, and they have the per serving, and they have for the entire container, which that is going to make it a lot easier for you to know. Okay, instead of flipping it over, assuming it's one serving and go, oh, I can eat that, and then later realizing that, oh, actually I ate 3 servings. So Wisps have already got the split on the back of the packet, and so do Kiss My Keto. So super excited to see that coming in. And last but not least, we have
Chuck
got
Zero.
a lot. There's a lot in this pack. Can you
Yeah.
scoot them all back in here so folks can get an idea of how many products have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I've kind of divided these up of stuff I probably go for and things I may not go for. And definitely
But, you know, everybody's different, and it depends where you are. Some of these products, if you're not, you know, if they're for the kids and you're trying to move them from the sad over to just healthier, some of these may totally work for you. So we're all individuals, and we're not saying you can or can't eat any of these. We're just giving you our view for us. So the last thing we've got is we've got pecan keto bark. Pecan keto bark from Choc Zero. Big fan of Choc Zero. Check in the notes here for a discount coupon to get discounted Choc Zero. There's a code and a link for that. I've not tasted this one, but I can already tell you it's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Choc Zero.
way better than Lily's.
So, what do we got here? There's 6 servings per container. So 6. In each serving, 13 grams of fat, 10 grams of total carbs, 7 of which are dietary fiber, 1 gram is sugar, and there's 1 gram of protein. Ingredients: the milk chocolate is made of unsweetened chocolate and cocoa butter and whole milk powder. Soluble corn fiber. Some people are on the fence about that. Pecan, monk fruit extract, sunflower lecithin, Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans. Woo! And that's it. So it's other than how you feel about soluble corn fiber, super clean. Now I have found that like the world is divided. Half the world have a reaction to Choc Zero, and half the world don't. And I don't know which half you're in, but certainly from a taste perspective, absolutely worth testing it for yourself to see where you are. So that, lovely people, is your keto crate for this month. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 products. So well worth that's more than the cost. If you bought all those things individually, it will be more than the cost of the box. And of course, the great things about these is you only have to try one to decide if you like it. Yeah. So that's it. Your keto crate for this month.
And it's fantastic. What I too love about this is they give you full servings, not just little sample packs too. So
yeah, I love getting our keto crate. Yeah. I love seeing all the new things, and a lot of these things I wouldn't see any other way unless they sent it to me in a box. Yeah. So that's it.
All right, everybody have a great day. She's almost there. It's almost cut. It's there.
Ha! It's still going.
Oh, and cut.